Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into this because I'm tired of seeing this. I am tired of this happening. This has happened way too often, especially in the course of a year. Right now, what is going on is the mass shooting at an elementary school, Sandy Hooks in Connecticut, where a man by the name of Ryan Lanza opened fire on kindergarten kids. This man went to the school to supposedly kill his mother, which he succeeded in, but that wasn't enough. He killed children. He killed 27 people. Most of them kids that didn't even reach the age of 7. I am so sick of witnessing this kind of stuff. This world is going to hell in a handbasket at a fast rate pace, because people just, they don't have the moral values that most of us were instilled with. They don't have, well, to be honest with you, these people don't even have sanity. But this happens too often. And you know what? Why? What I think the problem is, the government is not handling their fucking business when it comes to these people. Every time this happens, going back from the beginning of this year, from Trayvon Martin shooting to the shooting that happened in Aurora at the movie theater, then 3 days ago, a mall shooting. You know, from what I understand, none of these people have been convicted of a crime, although they pulled the trigger and took somebody's life. You know, you want to sit here and analyze it and look at them and make sure, or maybe he's, you know, just insane and, you know, he's not competent to understand what he's doing. You know, I mean, isn't that the excuse that you guys came up with James Holmes, who did the theater shooting? Just because he came to court with some red fucked up hair looking like he's high? But yet, once again, we let this happen because you are not making a fucking example out of these people. You're letting them walk away. You know, you might as well just turn Trayvon Martin killer into a damn celebrity. That's pretty much what he is now. George Zimmerman, I mean, he might as well be hosting the Tonight Show. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen now. Now, the report is a little sketchy. You know, they're saying that the killer might have killed himself. He took his own life, or maybe he got shot by somebody else. And they're thinking that there might have been another suspect, another shooter with him. How are you going to handle this? You know, if our children can't be safe, what does that to say? I mean, what does that say about our government, our police force, the people who are supposed to protect and serve? What does that say about our judicial system, when the people who actually commit these crimes are just sitting there like, I mean, you know, every time we see George Zimmerman, he's going to court in a 3-piece suit. You people need to get on your job. The tax paper, excuse me, I'm just so right now that my speech is getting fucked up. But you know what? We the taxpayers are not paying for this bullshit. You know, you don't take money out of my check just so I can sit here and watch a killer sit there and people want to argue whether he did it or not and all this kind of stuff. No, no, no. I'm sick of it. I'm children, kindergartners, to their families. You guys are in my prayers. I send my condolences. I I don't even know how you can even deal right now. I mean, we're talking about this happened this afternoon, and it's 4 p.m. right now. This world, it makes me sick to live here. You know, you try to spend your days seeking out the beauty that this world has to offer, but yet every time you look up, the only thing that's been thrown in your face is just that how bright, ugly, and violent this world is. Sometimes I really just lose hope in the ability of the human race. And I know that doesn't help, and I know that you can't lose hope like that, because if so, it's just all over. We're nothing but a bunch of savages. But to the families, I am truly sorry, and not just their families, to the families of the mall shooting that happened, the theater shooting that happened in Aurora. To You lost somebody on the hands of somebody else. I'm truly sorry. I would like to see some justice. I would like to see closure. I would like to see people being able to go on with their life and move on, even though you'll never truly move on from this. But you can rest knowing that this has been taken care of. Why isn't that happening? I'm done.